Let the games begin. What do you nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's anime nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Black Clover episode 74 titled Flower of Resolution. So where we're starting, and this is like after the recap, the opening, and like a few minutes into the episode itself, basically around the 3-minute, like 53-second mark. We're starting with page 11 of chapter 113's adaptation of the manga. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so first off, my boy Sora is not being censored. Very happy with this, but I kind of don't like some of the line changes, in particular the first line that Sora says, because it's really shortened. This is what he says in the manga, and also the other thing, before I read this, the other thing that's bugging me is that I really do not like the frame at all. I don't like that it's not close, like a close-up of Sora's face. They could have done some really cool backgrounds with it, like an intimidating looking background. But this is what Sora says in the manga, as what are you skipping around for? This is a test, loser. Take it seriously. You got things to do, Dimbulb. I kind of wish you would have said Dimbulb instead of dumbass, but I'll take it. Like studying the lay of the land and learning about each other's powers. And I kind of wish we would have, like, you could have just done the close-up on Sora's face, or you could have done like a split screen, Studio Period. It's just not where this frame is not working for me. Also, like, why are we seeing so much of the sky? Shouldn't it be a little, I feel like it's zoomed out too much. I'm very curious what you guys think, and or if I'm just being a little bit nitpicky, but God, it's just really bugging me. You know what? Sora doesn't need to be cussing here, but, you know, I'm just gonna take it because Sora is just a sassy asshole. Because, like, what he says in the manga is that he just says, every word I say is correct, you lousy runt. But I'll take it. I'll take this. Because I really, I just have to wonder why, like, you know, with Sora, they're going uncensored, but, like, with Yami, they don't go uncensored. They censor Yami, so I don't, seriously, Period, you need to make Yami more uncensored, too, because I really am, and even though Sora's not supposed to be cussing right here, I'm actually enjoying it because it fits Sora's personality, but I gotta say, that freaking voice actor for Sora is perfect. I said it last week, but this is, I really can't stress enough how much I love this voice actor. It fits Sora so nicely. And that's one thing that Studio Period is really good at. I gotta give them props for, is for voice casting. Their voice casting is really spot on. Ooh, this shot of Sora at like the 4-minute 28-second mark, I'm really liking it. It looks creepy. It looks awesome. I wish there was still some more line work, granted, but Sora looks really good here. I will give you props for that, Studio Period. What the fuck was that? Okay, the 4-minute 33-second mark when we had the attack on the crystal. What the fuck was that? That was lame, Studio Period. Jesus. I don't know what it is with Studio Period, but they just cannot animate the elements at all. They can't animate fire for shit. They're definitely not animating these vines very well at the 4-minute 43-second mark, and we've also seen it with Charlotte's vines. They are animated terribly. They don't look like vines. The flowers actually look really bad too. And they're okay. Studio Period's okay on the water, but it's the fire and the fucking vines that are just terrible. My God. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot about the wind. They can't animate wind for shit. I like the transition to when we get to the crystal scope from Rick. I like that transition a lot with the infrared. That was very, very nice. And let's talk about this crystal scope at the 4-minute 56-second mark. Is it just me, or is it the hat too small? It looks really small to me. I think it has something. Oh, I see what it is. It's because there's not enough brim. They made the brim way too small. The brim is supposed to be a little bit bigger for the for Rick's helmet. So I'm very curious what you guys think, but the detailing is not looking good either. Because when you look at the helmet at the crystal scope, you see that the lines are very jagged looking because it looks like a crystal. This does not look like that to me. The lines are too perfect. It's just, oh, this is just very annoying. I fucking hate Studio Period's line work. Their line work is just horrible. Ugh. I forgot to mention how bad Studio Period is at animating earth elements too. My God. oh, the lack of line work is just killing me here. Because this doesn't look, this is supposed to be a fucking crystal helmet. This don't look like a crystal helmet, Studio Period. Remember I said that Studio Period cannot animate fire? Or fire magic, I should say. Whoo, man, 5 minutes, 7 second mark. Oh, that's proving my point. It's proving my point. Oh my god, the 5 minute 15 second mark. Let's talk about that bow. That bow, like if you look at the manga, you see how much line work Tabata put in it. It looks like the actual rocks that they're standing on, and there's tons of jagged lines, and it actually looks like a fucking rock. Here, it does not look like that. And also the thing that's supposed to be on the end of it, it's supposed to be like a blade, it looks like, and it's not there at all. Oh my god, this looks awful. Oh, Studio Period, just why? What is it with you in line work? Like, in detailing, this is just really, really bad. And there's my boy Sora snoring away at the 5 minute 31 second mark. And, ugh, god damn it, like, whew, let's talk about this frame. So, Sora's eyes look so fucking weird. It looks terrible. Also, his hair is not flowing the right way. And his hand's not even right either. His hand's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be, his arm's supposed to be straight, and his hand's supposed to be like this. Like, what the fuck? And also, I think that's, yeah, those are, and also, is it just me, or does Zora look a little bit bulky in the torso? It just could be me, but he looks a little too bulky in the torso for me. But yeah, this panel was not done right at all. Now you guys are using backgrounds. At the 5 minute 35 second mark, we get a good, cool looking background. And it's like, why didn't you just do like a black and blue background for Sora for when he was sleeping and make it comedic and funny looking? Yeah, that was very missed opportunity. That's the one thing that Studio Period just doesn't do well compared to like David Productions, for example. And you know what? I'm even going to say A1 Production / Shaft is, because with Kaguya, is backgrounds. The backgrounds are so underutilized here, and it's very sad because it could be so cool looking. So at about the 5 minute 39 second mark, we finish chapter 113's adaptation of the manga, and we're getting a little bit of filler before we go into chapter 114. So let me give you the mark for when we really get to chapter 114. So officially at the 6 minute mark, we are at chapter 114's adaptation of the manga, and I think minus the typical things that Studio Period screws up with the animation-wise, I gotta say, the landscape, as pretty as it looks, is not correct. It's supposed to be a rocky landscape. What the fuck, guys? Are you just... Also, where's my comedic soundtrack here? Like, this is, like, the perfect time for the comedic soundtrack. Like, what the fuck? Okay, here's the... Now we're at Sora with the 6 minute 12 second mark. And, oh, the teeth are wrong. Oh, no! The teeth are too narrow. They're not wide enough. It's really bugging me. And also, there's supposed to be some shines on, those aren't marks that are on Sora's forehead. Those are piercings. Why aren't they shining? They look more like marks than piercings. But oh god, I'm a sucker for blue eyes, so I love Sora's eyes right now. Even though they are a little bit too wide, they're supposed to be a little bit more squinty looking. But other than that, we're doing okay. Again, something that I'm really liking in this episode so far is the infrared transitions. I think they're gorgeous. Oh, and I love that close-up at the 6 minute 30 second mark with the infrared. That's nice. I love the color scheme in the 6 minute 38 second mark. It is gorgeous. Okay, I should have said this sooner, but you really see it at the 6 minute 56 second mark. That is not Curtis. I don't know who the fuck that is, but that ain't Curtis. Like, the nose is completely wrong. His nose looks broken in this frame. Also, I don't know if it's just a facial structure. I think it's the facial structure in general. The facial structure, especially like the jawline in particular, it looks awful. Oh my god, this is not Curtis. And also, like, the eyebrows are way too thin. They're supposed to be way bushier than that. And the eyes are completely wrong too. Like, what the fuck, Studio Period? Jesus, that is not Curtis. I will say, the music is getting a lot better. We're getting some badass music here. This is what I wanted. I will say this, the animation for the flower post at the 7 minute, like, starting at the 7-minute 34-second mark. This is beautiful. I am enjoying it. Like the infrared and the flower post, guide post is just gorgeous. Especially this color scheme is beautiful. Oh, when Asta cuts through the magic at the 7-minute 24.5-second mark, it does not look as badass as it should. I don't understand why. Why are you not looking badass, anime? Oh yeah, it's Studio Period we're dealing with here. We could have gotten something like, for those of you that have been watching Captain Tsubasa 2018, we could have gotten something like the, like right as Kojiro is shooting the tiger shot, like, oh, that would have been so, like that red background and that art paint, or that, oh my god, that oil painting, water painting art style that David Productions does there, that would have been so cool here. I don't understand, Studio Period. Why aren't you getting creative? This running animation looks terrible at the 8-minute 14-15-second mark. My god. The soundtrack right here is awesome. Oh my god. We're getting better with the I'm not gonna lie, Studio Period. You guys are getting better with the battle soundtrack, but the problem that I'm having so far with this is that it's like, again, I gotta compare it to what David Productions is doing in Captain Tsubasa 2018. The way they have their music, their soundtrack flowing with the episode, and it's just constant, and it's gorgeous, and it transitions beautifully, and fits the mood of the scene. I kind of wish that instead of having breaks in the music, like we're having here in with this episode, for example, this has just been a constant problem through Black Clover, let's be real, is I kind of wish the music was just flowing better, like a constant flow, because there's so many types of soundtracks you could be using here, or using throughout the episode that aren't here, like the comedic track, for example. But like something that I would love for Studio Period to do is like what David Productions does is with the soundtrack is they do a variation of one song in particular in Tsubasa throughout the episode, and I kind of wish we would have that here. Like we'd have the the guitar going when it gets badass, but like when we're just like in talking scenes or whatnot, we would have like an orchestral version of it, for example, or something to like show the tension, express the tension, that kind of thing. That's what I was really kind of hoping we were going to get here, but again, Studio Period, I'm expecting too much. What is with this? This is the one thing I'm starting to not like in Black Clover anime is the Belle filler, because Belle's just supposed to be chilling on shoulder. She's not supposed to be this. Yeah, she's has a crush on and she wants to be with and shit like that, but she's not like this clingy. It's just bugging me. Also, this was skipped from which I don't understand. You wouldn't lose in the first match, right, Asta? Like, why the fuck are you skipping that? But again, what's really working for me for this episode is the transitions with the infrared. I really like it. It's nice. Yep, we got a solar beam going on at the 9-minute 30-second mark, and oh god, it looks ugly. Oh my god, the flower looks so ugly. I'm sorry, Tabata, that Period is just bastardizing your art. Ugh, this makes me depressed. And also, that's still not Curtis. I don't know who the fuck that is, but that ain't Curtis. That Rock Fortress doesn't look too bad, though, at the 9-minute 36-second mark. This soundtrack is starting to get badass, and this is, like, after the commercial break. It's just really picking up. I'm, like, the 10-minute 6-second mark. I am digging this. Okay, first off, at the 10-minute 34-second mark, that is not Luck. I don't know who the fuck that is, but that ain't my boy Luck. That nose is awful. The other thing that's really bugging me, like, yeah, I fine with the commentary filler like this every once in a while, but this is not the time for it. Just show the goddamn fight. Okay, this commentary filler is going on for way too long. I just like, especially with this kind of soundtrack going on, just get to the fucking fight. This is ridiculous. The paralysis trap. Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about this. And this is at the 13-minute 6-second mark. It is okay. I like the color. It looks cool. But there's supposed to be more lines going on with it, and it looks more like paint than the poison it's supposed to be. It looks too thin, if that makes sense. So at about the 13-minute 43-second mark, or 42-second mark, we get into chapter 115's adaptation of the manga, and these attacks look so goddamn bad. Oh my god. It's almost time. It's almost time for the trap magic. Yes! Oh, I'm ready for this. Let's get to the real trap magic. I will say this though, this soundtrack though this week. Woo, it is so good. We got the frame of Sora's eye opening at the 14-minute 4-second mark. Thank you. It's a trap, motherfucker. It's a trap. And ooh, this soundtrack for the can we have badass sound music for the trap magic every time, please. Oh god, this is so badass. It's really making me think of the soundtrack. Really reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh when, you know, we saw the Egyptian god cards. That's what it's making me think of. Very curious if anyone else gets that sense. That's my boy Sora. You motherfuckers activated my boy's trap. That's what happened. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me reword this. Those motherfuckers activated my man's trap. That's what happened, Mimosa. Dude, Sora's soundtrack is just badass. Can we keep this? Please, can this just be Sora's theme song? I love it. Ugh, I hate Sora's eyes at the 15-minute, 40-second mark. They are ugly. No, they fucked up one of the best panels of this chapter. Okay, the panel is this is when Sora says, yeah, and guess who you lost to? Me. You're hopeless. Like, fuck, I do not like the word changes here. And also, Sora looks horrible. And he should have he does not look like Sora like he's supposed to. The angle is completely wrong, first of all. But he just does not look like Sora at all. The eyes are wrong. Oh, I just hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate this frame. And I really wish we would have had, like in the manga, there's a black background here. You could have done something really cool with this, Studio Period. Oh, don't ruin my man like this. Really? You're not going to do the cool? Oh my god. Tabata, I'm so sorry your work is being bastardized. The writing isn't, for the most part, minus a couple things, but, oh, like when, Sora says your strong imagination when it comes to unknown magic, like, oh, the panel here is just so badass looking. Where is this panel? Oh, okay, first of all, the music and the writing are, for the most part, like, pretty goddamn spot on, but just, god damn it, like, I really wanted to see this panel, adapted. It would have looked so cool and animated. I remember when I covered this, this chapter, I think I even said it, like, oh my god, Studio Period, what a missed opportunity. I will say this though, thank god Sora has, you know, some facial expressions going on, even though some of them are incorrect, and this is kind of surprising for me. Reason being is that usually, even though the animation is meh, at least the facial expressions are consistent, so I'm just like, why didn't we get to see Demon Zora? Like, this is bullshit. Also, we got some damn censorship going on at the 60-minute, 33-second mark, because Curtis is supposed to have blood, like, coming all the way down his face. Like, what the fuck, Studio Period? What the fuck? Also, like, also when, you know, Sora says, actually forget it, you see, like, some cool shit going on, and with, you know, his arm, and it's not here. What the fuck? There it is. Okay, it's at the 60-minute, 47-second mark. But motherfucker, does it, when you see it, like, really well at the 60-minute, 54-second mark, oh god, it looks bad. Oh, okay, I have to complain about the voice actor here for a second. This is when, at the 60-minute, 57-second mark, when, Sora says, psych, you loser. I was like, why wasn't he yelling? He's supposed to go, because he has, like, the psychotic look in his face, in the eyes, and he's supposed to go, psych, you loser. Like, oh, I wanted him to yell, he did not yell. Why? Why? I love Zora's music. Oh my god, it's so good, but gee, Sora's animation is so bad this week. Also, like, Asta should be more expressive here when at the 18-minute, 51-second mark when he says, my eyes! Tabata, I am sorry your work is just being bastardized right now. You know what, I'll take that. The little narration here that we're getting about the explanation for the trap magic, I'm down with that. This is like a little nice touch. It's Kirsch! Finally, we're getting to Kirsch. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Let's see how this goes. Yes! Oh my god, I love Kirsch's entrance is just brilliant. Oh my god, I love that he's shining and everything. Oh, this is so perfect. And this is at the 20-minute, 47-second mark. I love it. So we're ending with chapter 115's adaptation, and oh, that was a good way to end with Kirsch's entrance. I loved Kirsch's entrance. Okay, so let me talk about my final thoughts about this episode. So writing-wise, I'm really starting to get a little... I hope I'm not the only one that's feeling annoyed that we're having so much commentary when there doesn't need to be, especially when the soundtrack is banging like it is. Oh, it's driving me nuts. But I don't like some of the word changes that we got for Sora's dialogue. I'm hoping they're not just not translated right. But Animation-wise, oh god, it was such a disappointment. And, you know, it's always a disappointment with Black Clover. I've come to expect it, but Jesus, this was not a good week for animation for Black Clover. I really, really did not enjoy. I enjoyed like some of the transitions that we got, but like I was expecting so much more, especially when Sora was like taunting Curtis and shit. I really wish we would have gotten a little bit more. And also, when it came to the voice actor for Sora, I did not like that when he, when Sora says "Psych, you loser." I really wish you like would have yelled it. It would have been a little bit more. It would have been better for me because that's how I pictured Sora saying it. But I really am excited about Kirsch. I've been waiting for Kirsch. Oh my god, I'm so ready to see it, and I love that they kept Kirsch sparkling, and his entrance was just glorious. The soundtrack, and speaking of the soundtrack in general was really, really good this week. The soundtrack is starting to get better and better. The only thing that is just bugging me with the soundtrack is the consistency. I wish it was more consistent. Again, like with what I've been seeing with Tsubasa, or even with Kaguya, Sama Love is War. I wish the soundtrack was a little bit more consistent like those. And also, I should say, March Comes In Like a Lion is another good example. But the soundtrack is getting better. It really, really, really is. But I'm very curious what you guys saw of this episode. Were you kind of disappointed we didn't get like some of the really cool badass Sora scenes animated correctly like I am? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Black Clover content from Struggle Apartment Studios. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All it's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.